Asterisk, the late afternoon sun casts long shadows across Professor Kim's office as Jungkook nervously fidgets in the chair across from his desk. The scent of old books and Taehyung's expensive cologne fills his nostrils, a familiar comfort in this tense situation. Taehyung had asked him to stay behind after class again, and as always, anticipation and anxiety war within Jungkook. Jungkook, you seem troubled. Is everything all right? Asterisk, Taehyung leans forward, regarding Jungkook with those intense eyes that always seem to see right through him. Taehyung's gaze lingers on Jungkook, a hint of concern etched into the lines of his face. Asterisk, Taehyung stands up slowly, walking around the desk to perch on the edge, closer to Jungkook. His proximity sends a shiver down Jungkook's spine, and he has to resist the urge to reach out and touch him. Talk to me, Jungkook. Asterisk, he says softly, his voice low and soothing. You know you can tell me anything. Is it about our situation or something else entirely? Asterisk, Taehyung reaches out hesitantly, his hand hovering near Jungkook's before gently resting on top of it. The warmth of his skin against Jungkook's is a stark contrast to the chill in the room, and he feels himself leaning into his touch instinctively. I'm here for you. Asterisk, Taehyung murmurs. Always. Asterisk, the weight of Taehyung's words hangs heavy in the air between them, a promise and a plea wrapped up in one. Taehyung's thumb gently traces circles on the back of Jungkook's hand, his touch both comforting and distracting. He leans in closer, his breath warm against Jungkook's ear as he speaks. Jungkook, I know this isn't easy, being together like this, always looking over our shoulders. It's taking a toll on both of us. Asterisk, he whispers, but we'll get through it together. Asterisk, Taehyung pulls back slightly, his eyes searching Jungkook's. There's a vulnerability in Taehyung's gaze that Jungkook rarely sees, a glimpse of the man behind the professor facade. He leans in closer, his forehead resting against Jungkook's. Jungkook can feel the warmth of his breath mingling with his own, the closeness both comforting and electrifying. I love you. Asterisk, Taehyung murmurs. Asterisk, so much it hurts sometimes. Jungkook's eyes shimmer with unshed tears at Taehyung's declaration. In this moment, the secrecy, the fear of being discovered, it all fades away. There's only him and Taehyung, two souls intertwined. I love you too. Asterisk, he whispers back, his voice trembling with emotion. Asterisk, so much it hurts sometimes. Taehyung's hand moves from Jungkook's to cup his cheek, his touch gentle and reverent. He leans in closer, his lips brushing against Jungkook's in a soft, tender kiss. It's a kiss filled with all the love and longing they've been holding back, a silent promise of the future they both crave. Asterisk, when Taehyung pulls back, there's a soft smile on his face, his eyes shining with affection. He rests his forehead against Jungkook's, their breaths mingling in the small space between them. We'll find a way. Asterisk, he murmurs. Asterisk, to be together openly. I promise you that. Asterisk, the moment lingers, suspended in time as they both bask in the warmth of their love and the promise of a future together. Taehyung's thumb gently wipes away a tear that escapes down Jungkook's cheek, his touch lingering on his skin. I wish we could stay like this forever. Asterisk, he says softly. Just the two of us, without the world intruding. Asterisk, Taehyung glances at the clock on his desk, a reminder of the reality that waits outside these four walls. Asterisk, but for now, asterisk, he continues. Asterisk, we have tonight. My place or yours? Asterisk, his question hangs in the air, a tantalizing promise of stolen moments and whispered secrets. The choice is Jungkook's, but either way, he knows it will be a night to remember. Taehyung's eyes soften as he watches Jungkook, his thumb still gently caressing his cheek. He leans in closer, his lips brushing against Jungkook's ear as he speaks in a low, husky whisper. My place. Asterisk, he murmurs. Asterisk gets closer, and I have something special planned for tonight. Asterisk, he pulls back slightly, a small, enigmatic smile playing on his lips. His eyes gleam with a mixture of excitement and anticipation, hinting at the surprise he has in store. What do you say, Jungkook? Asterisk, he asks softly. Asterisk, are you up for an adventure? Asterisk, the taxi ride to Taehyung's apartment is filled with a palpable tension, the air thick with anticipation. Asterisk, as the taxi pulls up to Taehyung's apartment building, he pays the driver and ushers Jungkook inside. The elevator ride up is filled with a palpable tension, the air thick with anticipation. When the doors open on his floor, Taehyung leads Jungkook down the hallway to his door, his hand never leaving the small of Jungkook's back. Asterisk, once inside his apartment, Taehyung locks the door behind them and turns to face Jungkook. His eyes roam over Jungkook's face, taking in every detail as if committing it to memory. He steps closer, closing the distance between them until they're standing mere inches apart. I've been thinking about this all day. Asterisk, Taehyung murmurs, his voice low and husky. Asterisk, about holding you, kissing you, making love to you. Asterisk, his hands come up to rest on Jungkook's hips, pulling him flush against him. Taehyung's grip on Jungkook's hips tightens, his fingers digging into the fabric of his clothes. He leans in closer, his lips brushing against Jungkook's ear as he speaks in a low, husky whisper. Tell me what you want. Asterisk, he murmurs. Asterisk, tell me how you need me tonight. Asterisk, the warmth of Taehyung's breath against Jungkook's skin sends a shiver down his spine. He tilts his head to the side, giving Taehyung better access to his neck. His voice comes out, trembling with desire. I want you. Asterisk, Jungkook whispers back. Asterisk, I want to feel every inch of you, to be as close to you as possible. I want us to forget about everything else and just be. Asterisk, Taehyung presses a soft kiss to Jungkook's neck, his lips lingering on his pulse point. He pulls back slightly, his eyes locking with Jungkook's. In their depths, Jungkook sees a reflection of his own desire and longing. Taehyung's eyes soften at Jungkook's words, a tender smile playing on his lips. He leans in slowly, giving Jungkook time to pull away if he wants. But Jungkook doesn't. Instead, he meets Taehyung halfway, pressing their lips together in a searing kiss. Asterisk, the moment their lips touch, it's like a dam breaks inside both of them. Taehyung's arms wrap around Jungkook, pulling him flush against his body as he deepens the kiss. Their tongues dance and explore, each movement filled with pent-up passion and longing. Taehyung's hands roam over Jungkook's back, tracing the contours of his muscles through his shirt. He breaks the kiss briefly, trailing his lips along Jungkook's jawline and down to his neck. Taehyung sucks gently on Jungkook's pulse point, marking him as his. He murmurs against Jungkook's skin, bedroom, now. Jungkook nods, too lost in sensation to speak. Taehyung takes his hand and leads him down the hallway to the bedroom. Once inside, Taehyung turns to face Jungkook, his eyes dark with desire. So, Taehyung begins, his voice low and husky. About that surprise, he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small box wrapped in shiny paper. He holds it out to Jungkook, a mischievous grin on his face. It's not much, he says softly, but I thought it might help us remember this moment, this feeling, whenever we're apart. Taehyung's grin widens as he watches Jungkook, his eyes sparkling with excitement and anticipation. He leans in closer, his voice dropping to a whisper. Go on, he urges. Open it. The box contains a delicate silver necklace with a small pendant shaped like an infinity symbol. The infinity symbol catches the light as Jungkook holds it up, the delicate metal glinting. Taehyung's eyes shine with emotion as he watches Jungkook's reaction. It's beautiful, Jungkook whispers, his fingers tracing the symbol gently. Just like our love. Taehyung's heart swells at Jungkook's words. He takes the necklace from Jungkook's hands and moves behind him. His fingers brush against Jungkook's neck as he carefully fastens the necklace, sending shivers down Jungkook's spine. There, Taehyung murmurs, pressing a soft kiss to the nape of Jungkook's neck. Perfect, He turns Jungkook around to face him, his hands resting on Jungkook's hips. Taehyung's gaze lingers on the infinity symbol resting against Jungkook's chest, a symbol of their unbreakable bond. He leans in closer, his lips brushing against Jungkook's ear as he speaks in a low, husky whisper. I want to make tonight unforgettable, he murmurs. A night where we can be completely open with each other, without any secrets or hiding. His hands slide up Jungkook's sides, his touch gentle yet firm. He pulls back slightly, his eyes searching Jungkook's face. Will you let me take care of you tonight? Taehyung asks softly. Let me show you how much I love and cherish you. The air between them crackles with tension and anticipation. Jungkook's breath hitches at Taehyung's words, his heart racing with excitement and nerves. He nods slowly, his eyes never leaving Taehyung's. Yes, he whispers. Please take care of me. A soft smile spreads across Taehyung's face, his eyes shining with love and desire. He leans in, pressing a gentle kiss to Jungkook's forehead before trailing his lips down to his mouth. Taehyung kisses Jungkook deeply, pouring all his love and passion into the kiss. His hands roam over Jungkook's body, unbuttoning his shirt slowly and reverently. As Taehyung's hands push Jungkook's shirt off his shoulders, he breaks the kiss to trail his lips along Jungkook's collarbone and down his chest. He presses soft kisses to each inch of exposed skin, his touch gentle and worshipful. Jungkook's hands tangle in Taehyung's hair, holding him close as he arches into his touch. A soft moan escapes his lips, encouragement for Taehyung to continue. Taehyung's hands slide down to Jungkook's pants, popping the button open and slowly lowering the zipper. He hooks his fingers into the waistband, pulling both pants and underwear down in one fluid motion. Asterisk, Jungkook steps out of his clothes, standing before Taehyung, completely bare. He feels a moment of vulnerability, but it fades as he sees the look of pure adoration in Taehyung's eyes. You're beautiful, asterisk, Taehyung murmurs, his gaze roaming over Jungkook's body. Inside and out, asterisk, Taehyung leans in, pressing a soft kiss to Jungkook's hip bone before standing back up. He quickly undresses himself, revealing his toned physique and the evidence of his arousal. Asterisk, he pulls Jungkook into his arms, their bare skin pressing together. Taehyung kisses Jungkook deeply, his hands roaming over every inch of him. He guides Jungkook backwards until his legs hit the bed, gently pushing him down onto the mattress. Asterisk, Taehyung crawls onto the bed, hovering over Jungkook. He looks down at him with love and desire shining in his eyes. Asterisk, tonight, asterisk, he murmurs, I'm going to worship every inch of you. Asterisk, he starts at Jungkook's neck, kissing and sucking gently on his pulse point. His hands caress Jungkook's chest, teasing his nipples with gentle pinches. Taehyung's lips trail down Jungkook's chest, leaving a path of heat and desire in their wake. He takes one of Jungkook's nipples into his mouth, sucking and teasing it with his tongue until Jungkook is arching off the bed. Taehyung, asterisk, Jungkook gasps, his fingers tightening in Taehyung's hair. Please, asterisk, Taehyung releases Jungkook's nipple with a pop, blowing cool air across the wet skin. He smirks up at Jungkook, his eyes dark with lust. Asterisk, please, what love? Asterisk, he asks huskily. Tell me what you need. Asterisk, Jungkook bites his lip, hesitation flashing across his face. Taehyung's eyes soften at Jungkook's hesitation, his hand coming up to gently caress Jungkook's cheek. Asterisk, it's okay, asterisk, he murmurs. You don't have to say it. I know what you need. Asterisk, he presses a soft kiss to Jungkook's lips before trailing his mouth down Jungkook's body. He settles between Jungkook's legs, looking up at him with love and desire shining in his eyes. I'm going to make you feel so good. Asterisk, Taehyung promises. Just relax and let me take care of you. Asterisk, he leans in, pressing a gentle kiss to the inside of Jungkook's thigh. His hands massage Jungkook's legs, kneading the muscles and slowly working his way inward. Taehyung's breath is hot against Jungkook's skin as he kisses closer and closer to his center. Asterisk, just as Taehyung's lips are about to brush against Jungkook's arousal, he pauses, his breath hot and teasing against the sensitive skin. He looks up at Jungkook through his lashes, a smirk playing on his lips. Tell me you love me. Asterisk, Taehyung murmurs. Asterisk, say it, and I'll give you everything you've been craving. Asterisk, his fingers trace gentle patterns on Jungkook's inner thighs, his touch light and maddening. Taehyung's eyes never leave Jungkook's face, watching for any sign of hesitation or discomfort. I love you, asterisk, Jungkook whispers, his voice trembling with need. Asterisk, I love you so much it hurts. Please, Taehyung, I need you. Taehyung's heart swells at Jungkook's declaration, his eyes shining with love and devotion. He leans in, pressing a gentle kiss to the tip of Jungkook's arousal before taking him into his mouth. Taehyung's lips wrap around Jungkook, his tongue swirling around the sensitive head. He takes Jungkook deeper, his throat relaxing to accommodate his length. He sets a slow, steady pace, savoring every inch of Jungkook. His hands massage Jungkook's thighs, kneading the muscles and keeping him grounded. Taehyung's other hand reaches up to gently roll Jungkook's ls, adding to the pleasure. Jungkook's hips buck upwards, a strangled moan escaping his lips. Taehyung hums around him, the vibrations sending shockwaves of pleasure through Jungkook's body. Taehyung pulls back slightly, his lips popping off Jungkook with a soft pop. He looks up at Jungkook with hooded eyes, a string of saliva connecting his mouth to Jungkook's arousal. You taste so good. Taehyung murmurs. Taehyung murmurs, his voice husky with desire. He leans in again, taking Jungkook back into his mouth and picking up the pace. His head bobs up and down, his tongue swirling and teasing every sensitive spot he knows. Jungkook's hands tangle in Taehyung's hair, his grip tightening as the pleasure builds. His hips move in sync with Taehyung's movements, chasing the ecstasy that's just out of reach. Taehyung, Jungkook pants, his voice strained. I'm close. Taehyung pulls back slightly, his hand wrapping around the base of Jungkook's arousal. Taehyung's hand moves in time with his mouth, bringing Jungkook closer and closer to the edge. He looks up at Jungkook through his lashes, his eyes filled with love and desire. Come for me. Taehyung murmurs around Jungkook, his voice vibrating through him. I want to taste you, to swallow every drop of you. With a final *ck and a twist of his wrist, Taehyung sends Jungkook tumbling over the edge. Jungkook cries out, his back arching off the bed as he finds his release. Taehyung swallows every drop of Jungkook's release, his throat working to accommodate the sudden flood. He continues to suck gently, coaxing out every last drop until Jungkook is trembling and oversensitive. Slowly, Taehyung pulls back, licking his lips clean. Taehyung crawls up Jungkook's body, pressing soft kisses to his skin as he goes. He settles beside Jungkook, pulling him into his arms and holding him close. That was incredible. Jungkook murmurs, his voice still trembling slightly. You're incredible. Taehyung crawls up Jungkook's body, pressing soft kisses to his skin as he goes. He settles beside Jungkook, pulling him into his arms and holding him close. That was incredible. Jungkook murmurs, his voice still trembling slightly. You're incredible. Taehyung smiles softly, pressing a gentle kiss to Jungkook's forehead. No, you're the incredible one. He says, the way you trust me, the way you open up to me. It's a gift I cherish every day. He pulls Jungkook closer, their legs intertwining and their chests pressed together. Taehyung's hand comes up to gently caress Jungkook's cheek, his thumb brushing over his lips. I love you. Taehyung whispers, more than anything in this world, and I promise you, we'll find a way to be together openly. No more secrets, no more hiding. Taehyung's words hang in the air, a promise and a plea wrapped up in one. Jungkook's heart swells with love and hope, his eyes shining with unshed tears. I believe you, asterisk Jungkook whispers back, his voice trembling with emotion. Asterisk, I trust you completely, and I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes. Taehyung's eyes soften at Jungkook's words, a tender smile spreading across his face. He leans in slowly, pressing a gentle kiss to Jungkook's lips. That means everything to me. Asterisk, he murmurs against Jungkook's mouth. Asterisk, knowing that you're by my side, that you believe in us. It gives me the strength to keep fighting for our future. Taehyung's fingers gently trace the infinity symbol pendant resting against Jungkook's chest, a reminder of their unbreakable bond. He leans in closer, his lips brushing against Jungkook's ear as he speaks in a low, husky whisper. You know, asterisk, he murmurs, I've been thinking about expanding my photography collection, and I was wondering, would you be interested in modeling for me sometime? Asterisk, Taehyung pulls back slightly, his eyes searching Jungkook's face for a reaction. There's a hint of mischief in his gaze, a promise of something more intimate and sensual. I have some ideas in mind. Asterisk, he continues, his voice dropping even lower. Taehyung's hand slowly slides down Jungkook's chest, his fingers tracing the contours of his muscles. He leans in closer, his breath hot against Jungkook's neck as he murmurs, asterisk, just think about it, you, draped across my bed, the soft light caressing your skin. I'd capture every inch of you, immortalizing your beauty for eternity. Asterisk, his lips brush against Jungkook's pulse point, placing a gentle kiss there before continuing. Asterisk, and afterwards, well, I'm sure we could find other ways to enjoy each other's company. Asterisk, Taehyung pulls back slightly, his eyes locked with Jungkook's. There's a hunger in his gaze, a desire that goes beyond just photography. He waits for Jungkook's response, his heart racing with anticipation. What do you say, Jungkook? Asterisk, he asks softly. Asterisk, will you let me photograph you? Will you trust me with this intimate moment? Asterisk, the air between them crackles with tension and unspoken desires. Taehyung's hand rests on Jungkook's hip, his thumb gently caressing the skin there. Taehyung's expression softens, his eyes filled with a mix of concern and affection. He steps closer to Jungkook, his voice lowering. Asterisk, I know it's hard, Jungkook. Believe me, I feel the same way. Every moment we're apart feels like an eternity. Asterisk, he reaches out, gently brushing a strand of hair away from Jungkook's forehead. Asterisk, but we can't let our feelings consume us. We have to be smart about this. Asterisk, his hand lingers on Jungkook's cheek, his thumb caressing the smooth skin. Asterisk, tell me what's really bothering you. Is it the distance, the secrecy, or something else? Asterisk, he searches Jungkook's eyes, trying to understand the depth of his husband's turmoil. Asterisk, Taehyung sighs, running a hand through his hair. He knows Jungkook's suggestion comes from a place of desperation, of wanting to be together without the constant fear and secrecy. Asterisk, Taehyung sighs, running a hand through his hair. He knows Jungkook's suggestion comes from a place of desperation, of wanting to be together without the constant fear and secrecy. But he also knows the reality of their situation is more complicated. I understand how you feel, Jungkook. Believe me, I've thought about it too. Late at night, when I'm lying awake and you're not beside me, I've imagined us somewhere else, somewhere we could be free. Asterisk, his voice drops to a whisper. But we can't just abandon everything we've worked for. Your education, my career. We'd be starting over with nothing. He stands up and walks around the desk, stopping in front of Jungkook. He wants to touch him, to comfort him, but he resists. We'll find a way through this, together. Maybe I can talk to some people, see if there's a way for us to be more open without it affecting our lives too much. Taehyung searches Jungkook's face, hoping to see understanding in those familiar eyes. Taehyung's heart aches at the desperation in Jungkook's eyes. He knows the feeling all too well, the constant longing, the loneliness that creeps in when they're apart. He steps closer, his voice dropping to a whisper. I know it's hard, Jungkook. Believe me, I feel it too. Every moment we're apart, every secret glance in class, it's torture. He reaches out, gently brushing a strand of hair from Jungkook's forehead. But we can't give up on our dreams, on our future together. We just need to be patient. Asterisk, his thumb traces Jungkook's cheekbone softly. Taehyung takes a deep breath, his eyes searching Jungkook's face. He sees the desperation, the longing, and it breaks his heart. He knows how hard this is for Jungkook, how isolating it must feel to be trapped in this secret world with him. I know it's hard, he says softly, his voice barely above a whisper. Believe me, I know. But we can't let fear dictate our lives. We'll find a way to be together, openly and honestly. Just give me time, please. He reaches out, cupping Jungkook's cheek gently. You're my everything, Jungkook, my reason for being. We'll make this work. Taehyung sighs softly, his gaze drifting to the window. The city lights twinkle invitingly, a stark contrast to the dim office. He turns back to Jungkook, his expression a mix of sadness and determination. I know it's hard, Jungkook. Believe me, I want nothing more than to whisk you away and start a new life together. But we have obligations, responsibilities. I'm not just a professor anymore. I'm the head of the department and soon to be dean. And you are so talented, so full of potential. I can't bear the thought of holding you back. He steps closer, his voice dropping to a whisper. Give me time, my love. I promise I'll find a way for us to be together openly. Until then, Taehyung's heart aches at the desperation in Jungkook's voice. He knows how hard this is for his young husband, being apart during the day, pretending they're nothing more than student and professor. He wishes he could hold him, kiss him, tell him everything will be all right. But they can't. Not here, Jungkook, he says softly, his voice barely above a whisper. I know it's hard, believe me. I feel it too. Every moment we're apart, every fake smile I give you in class, it kills me inside. He pauses, swallowing hard. But we have to be strong for now. Taehyung moves around the desk, closing the distance between them. Jungkook's eyes widen at Taehyung's words, a mix of disappointment and understanding flashing across his face. He takes a step closer to Taehyung, his voice lowering. I know it's not that simple, T, but sometimes I feel like we're stuck in this limbo. I love you, and I want to be with you openly. Isn't there a way? He reaches out, gently taking Taehyung's hand in his own. We could start over somewhere new, build a life together, without hiding who we are. His thumb traces small circles on Taehyung's palm, a soothing gesture that belies the frustration in his voice. Taehyung's breath hitches at Jungkook's touch, his resolve weakening momentarily. He looks into Jungkook's earnest eyes and sees the depth of his love and desperation reflected back at him. Asterisk Jungkook, I want that too, more than anything. Asterisk, his voice cracks slightly, emotion getting the better of him. Asterisk, but we can't be impulsive. We need a plan. Asterisk, he squeezes Jungkook's hand, his thumb mirroring the soothing motion. Asterisk, let me think about it. There might be a way to make this work without abandoning everything we've built. Just give me some time, okay? Asterisk, his eyes search Jungkook's face, silently pleading for understanding. Asterisk, Jungkook nods slowly, his expression softening. He leans in closer to Taehyung, their foreheads almost touching. Asterisk, okay, T. I trust you. We'll figure something out together. Asterisk, he pauses, then adds softly, but for now, can I just hold you? Just for a moment. Asterisk, his arms wrap around Taehyung's waist, pulling him into a gentle embrace. Taehyung melts into the hug, his arms encircling Jungkook's neck as he rests his head on his husband's shoulder. Asterisk, the two men stand there in the quiet of Taehyung's office, holding each other tightly. The weight of their secret and the uncertainty of their future hangs heavy in the air, but in this moment, they find solace and strength in their love for one another. Asterisk, their embrace lingers, a silent understanding passing between them. Taehyung's fingers gently trace patterns on Jungkook's back, while Jungkook's hands slowly move up and down Taehyung's spine in a soothing rhythm. The world outside fades away, leaving only the two of them in this stolen moment of intimacy. Asterisk, after what feels like an eternity, Taehyung pulls back slightly, his eyes meeting Jungkook's. We should probably get back to the assignment. Asterisk, he says softly, regret evident in his voice. Asterisk, I don't want to risk anyone catching us like this. Asterisk, Jungkook nods, reluctantly releasing Taehyung from the embrace. Asterisk, Jungkook nods, reluctantly releasing Taehyung from the embrace. He takes a step back, his eyes lingering on Taehyung's face for a moment before turning towards the desk. Asterisk, you're right. Asterisk, he says, his voice tinged with disappointment. Asterisk, we should focus on the assignment. Asterisk, he picks up the textbook and flips through the pages, trying to regain his composure. Taehyung watches him for a moment, his heart aching at the distance that suddenly feels between them. He knows Jungkook is hurting, just as he is. Asterisk, Taehyung clears his throat softly. Asterisk, why don't you sit down and we can go through it together? Asterisk, he suggests, gesturing to the chair in front of the desk. Asterisk, I promise I'll make it worth your while. Asterisk, Jungkook turns back to Taehyung, a small smile tugging at the corners of his lips. Asterisk, you always do. Asterisk, he says softly, his eyes sparkling with a hint of mischief. Asterisk, but I think I'll stand for now. It's easier to concentrate when I'm not distracted by your presence. Asterisk, he leans against the desk, crossing his arms over his chest. Taehyung can't help but notice the way Jungkook's shirt stretches across his muscles, and he quickly averts his gaze, focusing on the textbook in front of him. Now, Asterisk, Jungkook continues, his voice taking on a more serious tone. Asterisk, now, Asterisk, Jungkook continues, his voice taking on a more serious tone. Asterisk, Let's talk about the symbolism in the poem. I think there's more to it than just the obvious metaphors. Asterisk Taehyung nods, grateful for the change in subject. He opens the textbook to the page with the poem, his finger tracing the lines. Asterisk, you're right, Jungkook. The symbolism runs deeper than that. Notice how the author uses nature imagery to explore themes of love and loss. He glances up at Jungkook, impressed by his husband's insight. Asterisk, can you identify some of those nature symbols and explain their significance? Jungkook leans forward, his eyes scanning the poem. Taehyung watches him intently, admiring the concentration on his face. Well, asterisk, he begins slowly, asterisk. Well, asterisk, Jungkook begins slowly, asterisk. I think the author uses the river as a symbol for time or life. It flows constantly, never stopping, just like our lives. And the bridge could represent the choices we make or the paths we take in life. Asterisk, he pauses, his finger hovering over a line in the poem. Asterisk, and what about this line here? The broken branch that falls into the river. I think it symbolizes something valuable that's been lost or abandoned. Maybe a love or a dream. Taehyung's heart skips a beat at Jungkook's interpretation. He leans back in his chair, studying Jungkook with newfound admiration. Asterisk, that's brilliant, Jungkook. Asterisk, he says softly. You've really grasped the deeper meaning of this poem. Asterisk, he stands up and walks around the desk, stopping beside Jungkook. You know, asterisk, he continues, his voice low and sincere. Asterisk, sometimes I forget how insightful you are. You have a gift for understanding people and situations in a way that most others can't. Jungkook's cheeks flush slightly at Taehyung's praise, a small smile playing on his lips. Asterisk, thank you, T. Asterisk, he murmurs, his eyes meeting Taehyung's. That means a lot coming from you. Asterisk, he turns his attention back to the poem, but his mind is elsewhere. Taehyung's words have stirred something within him, a longing for more than just stolen moments and secret embraces. Asterisk, suddenly, Jungkook sets the textbook down and turns to face Taehyung fully. Asterisk, T. Asterisk, he says softly, his voice trembling slightly. Asterisk, I know we can't run away right now. I understand that. But I can't keep living like this forever, hiding our love, sneaking around. It's tearing me apart. Asterisk, his eyes search Taehyung's face, pleading for understanding. Jungkook's eyes search Taehyung's face, pleading for understanding. T, I love you more than anything in this world. You're my everything. But I can't keep pretending that we're just professor and student when we're husband and husband. It feels like a lie, and it's slowly eating away at me. Asterisk, he reaches out, taking Taehyung's hand in his own. Asterisk, I know you have responsibilities, and I respect that. But don't you think it's time we started thinking about our future together? A future where we don't have to hide anymore. Taehyung's heart aches at Jungkook's words, the raw emotion in his husband's voice, piercing through him like a dagger. He squeezes Jungkook's hand tightly, his own eyes welling up with unshed tears. You're right, asterisk, he whispers, his voice thick with emotion. Asterisk, you're absolutely right. I've been so focused on maintaining appearances, on protecting my career, that I haven't stopped to think about what this is doing to us. To you, asterisk, he takes a deep breath, steadying himself. Asterisk, I love you too, Jungkook, more than anything, and I don't want to lose you because of my fears and insecurities. Asterisk, Taehyung pulls Jungkook closer, wrapping his arms around him in a tight embrace. Asterisk, we'll figure something out. Asterisk, Taehyung pulls Jungkook closer, wrapping his arms around him in a tight embrace. Asterisk, we'll figure something out. Asterisk, he murmurs into Jungkook's hair, his voice filled with determination. Asterisk, I promise you, I won't let our love be consumed by secrets and lies anymore. Asterisk, he pulls back slightly, cupping Jungkook's face in his hands. Asterisk, give me a month. Asterisk, he says softly. Asterisk, let me think of a plan. A way for us to be together, openly, without jeopardizing everything we've worked for. I'll talk to some people, look into my options, and then we'll start building the life we deserve. Jungkook's eyes shine with unshed tears, a mixture of relief and hope flooding through him. Asterisk, a month. Asterisk, he repeats, his voice barely above a whisper. Really? Asterisk, Taehyung nods, his thumbs gently wiping away the tears that have escaped Jungkook's eyes. Really? Asterisk, he confirms. Jungkook's face breaks into a radiant smile, his heart swelling with love and gratitude for Taehyung. Asterisk, thank you, he whispers, leaning into Taehyung's touch.